Did you know it only takes 5 minutes to find the best keywords to drive more sales to your store? My name is Tariehk, and in today's video, I would not only show you how to get the best keywords for your store, but I'm going to show you an awesome strategy to generate your content briefs for your writers. This strategy will save you tons of time. And at the end of the video, I will let you know how to download the spreadsheet that we are using for our content brief automation. So make sure you watch the video until the end. The first thing you should do is go to Ahrefs and click on Site Explorer from the navigation. And then from here, you want to enter in one of your competitors. For this video, we're going to pretend like we're a guitar store. So we're going to enter in a popular guitar site, which is called guitarfella.com. So let's enter that in. Now, Ahrefs has a feature to identify the pages that are receiving the most traffic. And this feature is called Top Pages. And we can see that link from right over here on the navigation. If we click there, we'll be able to see the top pages from this particular site. And we're going to want to clone these top pages. But you would notice when we click the link, there's 2,752 pages. We want to narrow that down. So what we can do is we can go up here to keyword filters. We can go to position. We can enter in 1 through 10. And what this is going to do is show us all the pages that this site ranks for in the top 10 when you're looking at Google. And so that's narrowed the pages down to 1,780. Now let's look at which of these pages are actually receiving traffic. And you can do that by clicking on traffic, and then I'm just going to enter in 50 here. So that means that this tool is estimating that these particular pages receive at least 50 or more visitors a month. So these are good pages for us to clone for our particular website. These are proven pages that we can use. And if we don't already have this content, then we can create this content. And so now there's only 54 pages. So it's a good amount to start working with. So now what you want to do is you want to click on export. We want to export all of this content. And then once you export it, I've already done it. Let's take a look here. Once I export it, you're going to end up with a page that looks similar to this, where you have the URL, the status, the previous traffic of the page, the current traffic, the traffic change, the previous traffic. Basically, you have too much information. We want to narrow this information down to information that's just important for us. Because really all we're going to need is, we're only going to need some key information. And you'll see here I've narrowed it down to the top keyword. We're going to need to see what that top keyword is, because we're going to need to see, do we already have a page that we've built that uses this particular keyword? We need to know what the link for that page is. We need the traffic for that page. We need the volume. And we need where that page is ranking. So I've created, and my team here has created a spreadsheet where we're able to narrow this down quickly. Because you end up, when you download from Ahrefs, you end up with all of this information here, which is just too much information. And then you have to go through and you have to filter that information. Well, to make it easy, we have a spreadsheet. And you can click on the link below to get access to this spreadsheet. Let me quickly show you how this spreadsheet works. I have a tab here called Filter Data. And then I know, okay, the top keyword I'm going to want. And that's in column A. So I need to go here and see, okay, where's the top keyword at in this column? Let's look. It looks like it's an L. So I have a configuration tab here, and I can say, for my filtered data, which we looked at, in column A, I want you to grab data from column L in the working data. And so it grabs data from here and it puts it here. Then, say for the URL, we see that's in column B. So now let's go back to our configuration. So in column B, I want you to grab data from column A in the working data. So let's look at column A, see if that's a URL. And yep, it sure is. So this is already usually filled out for me. So all I have to do is I import my data into this working data area. And then all I'm going to do is go up here to filter data and then just click on filter now. And that's it. All the data is filtered into this nice spreadsheet that I can use. So remember, if you want access to this, click on the link below. So now we have this information. And now what we want to do is we know that for our competitor, these are some of the more popular pages that's sending them some traffic. So we're going to want to create similar pages. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to tell our writers, can you write a content that's similar to this content? And so that process is called writing a content brief for the writer. And we have another spreadsheet that can help you to do that. Let me show you that. This spreadsheet deals with, now we need to write a content brief for our writers. We already know the pages that we want to clone. So let me show you what we do. We take this information, and now what we're going to do is, let me go to the right spreadsheet here. We're going to take that information and we're going to just plug that in. We can just plug that information right into this spreadsheet. So we're just going to cut and paste the information from here, and then we're going to put that information right here. And now we're going to start preparing the content briefs for our writers. So once we plug it in, it looks like this. So we have the keyword here, the URL, the traffic, the volume, the position. We have all that information that we had in our other spreadsheet. We just copied it over to this spreadsheet that we're now going to use to prepare our content briefs. And let me show you how this spreadsheet works. We've automated some things so we can make it easy for us to prepare the content briefs for our writers. So what we do is we look at, okay, what do our competitors have? Do we already have this page? Or do we need to create this page? How do we rate this page? So we go through and we rate the page. If we want to create the page, we rate it a 5, a 4, or a 3. But if this is a page that we've already have created on our site, we're going to say, put this in a recycle bin. We don't need to work with this for now. So what we do is we go through and we just simply rate these. And once we rate it, it's going to disappear and it's going to go over to our content that we've rated high. And this here is content that we know we're going to want to prepare a content brief for. If we look at it and say, okay, we already have this content written, then we can simply click to put it in our recycle bin. Now we know, don't worry about this content. We don't need to worry about it. But the content that's here that we've rated, what we're going to want to do now is we're going to want to create a content brief. And when we create that content brief, a lot of times to save time, instead of giving the writer a whole lot of details, what we can do is we can have a template, because a lot of times we're going to say, look at what our competitors did. You need to create something similar. So we can create it. We have a template here that basically tells the writer, hey, look at this example article and create something similar. When you create it, I want you to check all of these things. So that's what this is here. This is basically a template. But let's go back over to our content brief. we could have different types of templates. So the way that our system works is we have a few different types of templates. So for our content writers, so we say, well, with this particular article, when you create it, and we're preparing the content brief, we say, I wanted to use this template. With this particular article, I want to use another template. And then what we've done, if you check our configuration file, we've created all of our templates here. So this is basically, we created our templates here. And when we create our templates, we can pull in information that is here. Like if we want to pull in the URL to our template, we can just enter in this symbol here where we have dash dash URL dash dash. We can simply enter that in to our template, and then you see this is entered in. And so now what we can do, let's go back here now and see, we can create a content brief that is going to take the content that was here, and then it's going to pull in the particular URL for that particular one. So it's going to look here and it's going to pull this into the content brief. So let's go ahead and run this to generate our content brief. We authorize it. Let me go forward and authorize this. Now let me really run it. I can show you kind of what it's going to do here. Basically what it's going to do is it's going to create our document for us. And if we look here now at our document, we'll notice it's pulled in this URL. And now the content brief is already written for our writers without us having to go through and write a whole lot of content briefs. This particular spreadsheet has automatically done it for us. And if we had chosen more, say if you have like 50 articles that you need your writers to write, you can see how this can save you a lot of time. So that's just a brief overview. Again, if you're interested in playing with this spreadsheet, click on the link below and you'll be able to download that. And this video describes to you basically now how you can get keywords that you know are going to be effective for you. Then once you get those keywords, how can you take those keywords and then prepare content briefs for your writers? So we have two main spreadsheets that can help you to accomplish all of this. That's it for this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for taking time to learn more about this awesome digital marketing strategy. If you found value in this video and used the strategy, let me know how you implemented it and what type of increase in traffic or sales you saw for your business by leaving a comment below. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification below so that you are alerted every time we release a new video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.